I used to think the world only changed some things don't arrive loudly. Some things just stay. I used to measure life in distance and faded signs and passing lanes, thinking every moving shadow would eventually explain. I kept my jacket by the doorway, my keys beside the bed, like every quiet evening needed somewhere else instead. I learned how to leave gracefully, learned how to travel light, learned how to call it freedom when really I was afraid to try. Then one ordinary afternoon, you opened the window and asked me to sit. You said, "Do you ever notice how quickly you turn moments into memories?" And somehow I couldn't answer. Maybe this is the sound of staying. Maybe this is what it means. Not fireworks, not grand conclusions, just breathing in between. Maybe this is the sound of staying, not needing somewhere new. Just one room, one evening, and someone looking back at you. Looking back at you. You talked about small traditions like they carried their own light. Second cups of coffee and conversations after midnight. You said, maybe peace isn't something you find. Maybe peace is what happens when you stop searching. I smiled because somehow that felt familiar. The fretless space moved underneath us, like gold roads turning soft. And suddenly every old direction didn't feel unfinished anymore. Maybe freedom isn't movement. Maybe peace is an escape. Maybe all this time I confused distance with change. Maybe this is the sound of staying. Maybe this is what it means. Not fireworks, not grand conclusions, just breathing in between. Maybe this is the sound of staying, not needing somewhere new. Just one room, one evening, and someone looking back at you. Looking back at you. I thought the road would recognize me after all the years I gave. But roads don't notice absence. Roads don't remember names. People do. And maybe that's enough. Maybe this is the sound of staying. No dramatic ending scene, no final lesson, no sudden answers, just becoming who I've been. Maybe this is the sound of staying. thought silence meant empty. Turns out sometimes it means home. Funny how the road gets quieter when you finally know where to go. I spent years talking to highways like they knew me better than people did. Every mile became another answer, every answer turned into leaving again. I kept old maps folded in the glove box, names written in fading ink, convinced that if I kept moving, I'd never have to think. I learned to sleep with one eye open, learned to travel light and fast, like staying too long somewhere would ask me things I couldn't ask. Then one evening through a half-open doorway, you looked up and smiled. You said, "You always sound like you're saying goodbye. Do you ever stay long enough to say hello?" And suddenly I couldn't laugh. Leave the porch light on if I end up driving late. Leave the window cracked a little, leave some room for being late. Leave the porch light on if these old roads take their time, 'cause after all this running, I still hope you'll leave a light for mine. Leave it on. Leave it on, leave it on. You talked about ordinary evenings like they carried their own kind of grace. The records turning in the background and not needing another place. You said, maybe people aren't lost, maybe they're just tired of pretending they aren't. I looked down because somehow that felt true. The electric guitar stretched quietly, bass moved underneath the room, and suddenly all my old directions didn't feel so urgent. Maybe freedom isn't distance, maybe peace isn't escape. Maybe some people leave too often because being known feels dangerous. Leave the porch light on if I end up driving late. Leave the window cracked a little, leave some room for being late. Leave the porch light on if these old roads take their time, 'cause after all this running, I still hope you'll leave a light for mine. Leave it on, leave it on, leave it on. Pedal steel enters slowly, long gliding notes across the horizon. The room opens wider, like memory becoming home. I thought the road was freedom, because roads don't ask who you are. Roads don't remember mistakes. Roads don't ask you to stay, but people do. And maybe that's why this feels harder and better at the same time. here with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. Funny how the road gets quieter when you finally know where to go. I spend years talking to highways like they knew me better than people did. I spent years talking to highways like they knew me better than people did. I spent years talking to highways like they knew me better than people did. Every mile became another answer. Every answer turned into leaving again. I kept old maps folded in the glove box, names written in fading ink, convinced that if I kept moving, I'd never have to think. I learned to sleep with one eye open, learned to travel light and fast, like staying too long somewhere would ask me things I couldn't ask. Then one evening through a half-open doorway, you looked up and smiled. You said, "You always sound like you're saying goodbye. Do you ever stay long enough to say hello?" And suddenly I couldn't laugh. Leave the porch light on if I end up driving late. Leave the window cracked a little, but leave some room for being late. Leave the porch light on if these old roads take their time, because after all this running, I still. The room feels quiet enough to hear breathing. I used to think life happens somewhere else. I spent years arriving halfway, never fully unpacking my days, always leaving something unfinished, just in case I needed to escape. I learned the comfort of departure, the feeling of an open door, like movement itself could promise something more. I counted seasons by highways, counted sunsets by location, and somehow every destination started looking the same. And one evening, you didn't ask what came next, you asked what I wanted. I said, I don't know anymore. And for the first time, it didn't feel like failure. When nothing needed changing, I finally looked around. No distant skyline calling, no wheels against the ground. When nothing needed changing, I heard things I forgot, the sound of slow conversations, and all the things I thought I lost, thought I lost. He talked about ordinary hours like they had their own design, reading while the rain kept falling and not apologizing for time. You said, maybe life isn't hiding, maybe you're just walking too fast. I smiled, because somehow that sounded true. The fretless bass moved quietly, like old memories breathing slow. And suddenly every road behind me didn't need to be explained. Maybe freedom isn't movement, maybe peace isn't arrival. Maybe all this time I forgot stillness can be alive. When nothing needed changing, I finally looked around. No distant skyline calling, no wheels against the ground. When nothing needed changing, I heard things I forgot. The sound of slow conversations and all the things I thought I lost. Thought I lost. Thought I lost. Thought I needed a reason to stop and stay a while, but maybe not leaving is reason enough. Maybe the world doesn't open when you go farther. Maybe it opens when you remain. When nothing needed changing, not every road means progress, not every leaving's good. When nothing needed changing, I stopped asking for more and found the kind of silence I never stayed long enough for. Long enough for. I always thought peace would feel unfamiliar. Turns out it felt like this. Everything feels open and unfinished. Some roads don't end, they just stop asking you to keep going. I used to leave before attachment, before names became routines, before mornings turned familiar and places turned into memories. I kept my life inside small spaces, backseat windows, borrowed rooms, always telling myself that staying too long would change me. The bass entered like another thought, slow and steady underneath, and somewhere between the silence I realized I was tired. And you asked me, what if nothing's missing? What if you're already here? And suddenly I didn't know. Until the morning stay, I never noticed how fast I had been, running through conversations, leaving before they could begin. Until the morning stay, I thought freedom meant alone, but somewhere inside your quiet, I started feeling like home, like home, like home, like home. You talked about ordinary moments, they deserve to be remembered. Open curtains, half-read books, and evenings without adventure. You said maybe people don't find peace, maybe they stop walking past it. I smiled because somehow that felt true. The electric guitar drifted softly, the piano widened every line, and suddenly every old horizon didn't seem so far away. Maybe freedom is a movement, maybe peace is an escape. Maybe all this time I've been searching for permission to stay until the morning stayed. I never noticed how fast I'd been running through conversations, even before they could begin. Until the morning stayed, I thought freedom meant to love, but somewhere inside your quiet, I started feeling like home, like home, like home, like home. I thought the road would tell me who I was supposed to be, but roads only move forward, they never turn around. And maybe the person I was looking for wasn't waiting somewhere ahead. Maybe he was waiting for me to stop. Until the morning stayed, I finally let the silence speak. No more racing through the hours, no more disappearing quietly. Until the morning stayed, I learned something simple and true. Not every journey ends somewhere. Some journeys end with you. With you, with you, with you, with you. Finger-picked guitar fades into air. For years, I thought the road was calling. Maybe it was just echoing. I always thought the road would notice if I stopped. I left so often it became a language, half-packed bags and quiet exits. Every goodbye sounded temporary, every return felt unfinished. I memorized the shape of highways and the names of towns at night, convinced that somewhere farther west everything would finally feel right. I kept old motel keys in the console, old maps with folded seams, thinking movement meant becoming something bigger than me. Then one evening you looked over and asked if tomorrow didn't ask you to leave, would you know how to stay? And suddenly room got quiet. The road doesn't miss me back, no matter how far I drive, no matter how many sunsets disappear into the night. The road doesn't miss me back, but maybe that's okay, because for the first time there's something here that makes me wanna stay. You talked about ordinary evenings like they were worth protecting. Dinner plates and open windows and songs without endings. You said, maybe people don't need forever, maybe they just need one reason. I smiled, because somehow that sounded enough. The strings entered quietly, pedal steel stretched across the room, and suddenly every old direction felt softer than before. Maybe freedom isn't distance, maybe peace is an escape. Maybe all these years I kept moving because nobody asked me to stay. The road doesn't miss me back, no matter how far I drive, no matter how many sunsets disappear into the night. The road doesn't miss me back, but maybe that's okay, because for the first time there's something here that makes me wanna stay. Stay. I thought leaving meant courage, I thought distance meant control. But roads don't remember birthdays, roads don't know your stories, roads don't wait. People do, maybe. That's what I've been looking for all along. The road doesn't miss me back, and maybe it never did. Maybe roads are meant for moving, not for where you live. The road doesn't miss me back, but tonight I finally see home isn't where you stop driving, it's where somebody waits for you. Waits for you. Waits for you. Electric guitar, bananas. I still love the road, I just don't belong to it anymore. Feels wide and unfinished. I used to think every open road was trying to tell me something. Left before the seasons changed, before familiar turned to real. parts of me I tried to conceal. I became good at temporary, good at names without attachment, good at making every goodbye sound accidental. I watched cities through hotel windows, watched mornings through airplane glass, thinking if I kept moving, nothing would ever last. But somewhere after all those miles, I got tired of becoming somebody else. You asked, what if your life isn't waiting at the end of something? And suddenly I had nowhere to look. The places I never stayed still live somewhere in me. Old conversations, half-filled rooms, versions I didn't keep. The places I never stayed still call me now and then. For the first time, I don't feel like following them. Following them. You talked about ordinary evenings like they deserved a photograph, open windows and late dinners, and not needing to make them last. You said maybe peace isn't dramatic, maybe peace is quiet enough to miss. I smiled because somehow that sounded familiar. The piano widened underneath us, strings slowly filled the room, and suddenly all my old escapes didn't feel important. Maybe freedom isn't movement, maybe peace isn't change, maybe all this time I was leaving before life could say my name. The places I never stayed still live somewhere in me. Old conversations, half-filled rooms, versions I didn't keep. The places I never stayed still call me now and then. But for the first time, I don't feel like following them. Following them. I thought distance would protect me, I thought movement made me brave. But roads don't remember faces, roads don't ask you to remain. People do, and maybe that's why I kept leaving it. Electric for the seasons, change before familiar turned to real. Before anybody noticed the parts of me I tried to conceal. I became good at temporary, good at names without attachment, good at making every goodbye sound accidental. I watched cities through hotel windows, watched mornings through airplane glass, thinking if I kept moving and nothing would ever last. But somewhere after all those miles, I got tired of becoming somebody else. You asked, what if your life isn't waiting at the end of something? And suddenly I had nowhere to look. The places I never stayed still live somewhere in me. Old conversations, first time, I don't feel like following them. You talked about ordinary evenings, like they deserve a photograph. Open windows and late dinners, and not needed to make them last. You said maybe peace isn't dramatic, but maybe peace is quite enough to miss. I smiled because somehow that sounded familiar. The piano widened underneath us, the strings slowly filled the room, and suddenly all my old escapes didn't feel important. Maybe freedom is a movement, maybe peace isn't changed. Maybe freedom is a movement, maybe peace is my